So,
We could be live
hey,
now.
hey everybody, I'm here with 𝗟𝗑𝗡. Thanks for tuning in for today's episode of Lego Therapy Live. We are going to build this fun little ice cream truck. And thank you for joining me, Rebecca. Would you care to introduce yourself? And
No,
we'll
I
get
would
things
not
started?
care to do that. Yes, hi, I'm Rebecca Pay. I'm a CV writer. I spend far too much time on LinkedIn. And I enjoy building Lego when I'm not on LinkedIn or eating ice cream. So this is a good combo.
Ice cream, yeah. I'm going to save my ice cream for later because I don't want it to melt while I'm building. And plus, you said you didn't have any.
No,
So.
well, I can't. I'm in an office without a freezer, so I couldn't bring ice cream. I'm livid.
Bummer. All right, well, here we go. I'll turn on my overhead cam. Usually, I actually have the box open before the show starts, and today I didn't. I'm a little behind schedule, but
that's exciting
okay.
though. Unboxing,
right? And you get to see
mine. I had to deconstruct mine.
Right.
So I've just
cool.
got
How long?
pieces all over my desk.
Oh, guess what, Rebecca? This is kind of interesting. Oh, hey, Marcello. Thanks for tuning in from Atlanta, Georgia.
Ah, cool.
Rebecca, do you know Stephanie Jane?
I don't know. I'm rubbish with names, so.
Okay. Well, she's one of my friends here on LinkedIn, and she might actually join me on a future episode to build the other ice cream truck, the one that has the launcher on the roof.
Oh yeah, cool.
We might do that sometime in August. I'm not sure yet, but
awesome. Yeah, I need to buy that, don't I? I really need to order that.
Yeah, yeah. So not 100% sure, but that's our rough plan. Oh, Jihan and Wana have tuned in.
Yay,
hi, ladies. Thank you.
Hi.
And
for
maybe public figure Ryan Dior is one of your connections.
Oh, I don't know.
It says coming in through paired, so it's not from my LinkedIn profile.
Oh, maybe from what clicked on one of my links.
But he says, I have no idea why I'm here.
Oh, well, why not, Ryan? Come on, what
you know what
is there else to do?
If you like Lego sets, or you like ice cream, or you like Rebecca, then those are all good reasons to be here. You probably don't know me, or so you don't like me yet, but you might like me soon, right? Let's see. All right, cool. Box is open in a slightly non-destructive way. And boom. What do we got? Got some instructions. There's always, sometimes the larger pieces are not even in a bag. They're just like loose in the box.
But yours is going to be so organized. Like if you could see my desk right now. Actually, I'm going to move my camera, look, so you can see. Look, there we go.
Oh, wow.
Big pile of pieces.
I mean, the only thing that'll make me feel slightly organized is that I'm not going to open bag 2 right away. I'm going to hold off on bag 2 until later. Yeah, Jihan, I'm glad you could join today too. And Javi's here, and Jackie and Becca. Wow, we got and Cody. Oh, yo, my buddy Cody, who I know from Microsoft. Nice to see you there, Cody, too. Wow, we got actually a big turnout today, bigger than usual.
It must be the ice cream.
It must be the ice cream. Everybody loves ice cream. Cool. Wait a minute. Why are this? Oh, there's even a
separate... my ice cream light. Look, do you see my ice cream light?
Is that like a neon thing, the one you're pointing to?
Yeah. My brother got it for me for my birthday. Except it turned up, and I had no idea who it was from. And I was like, who would buy me this? Someone that knows me really well. I just couldn't think who it was.
Very cool. Yeah, I like that. It's nice that you have that personal branding that's kind of somewhat easy to find stuff related to it. But then again, your shirt I know is custom because it's got the horn rim glasses.
Yeah,
the horn rim glasses. Is the chocolate stick? Is that like a flake, or is that any kind of
flake? Yeah. So in England we put flakes and we call it 99. You have like a swirly ice cream like that, and you put a flake in it, and you call it 99.
So I don't even think flake is sold here in the U.S. But I was in the UK recently, and I saw an ice cream truck, and they were selling soft serve ice cream cones, and you could get it with or without flake.
Yeah, so interesting fact, there's been a shortage of flakes because there's been a problem that Cadbury changed the way they were making them, and then they were too crumbly, and so people couldn't put them in ice cream. They had to take them off, and so it's really difficult to get in the shops. I think a lot of the ice cream vans have still got them, but
so they were too crumbly.
To get them in the shops is really difficult at the moment. They're not for sales. It's really.
So does that mean like they were so crumbly that if you tried to stick it in the ice cream cone, it would just?
I think
break?
So. Yeah, there was some kind of issue with how they messed with the recipe and bubbled out basically.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Wow, yeah. That's what happened when the American company took over. That's why.
I know what Kraft took over, right?
Kraft, yeah.
Yeah, Kraft.
They
I
made
like
it
their
taste a bit yucky as well. It
They're
doesn't
okay with
does not
macaroni and
taste
cheese,
good.
but I don't. When I think of chocolate, I don't think of Kraft. So
No. Yeah,
yeah.
there was a lot of controversy when that happened.
Oh, cool. We got a little dog here.
Yeah, I found my dog. You know, my dog was lost, and then I found it, so I was really happy. But I have lost the skateboard, which is kind of sad. But
Oh, bummer.
one of my kids, because my kids play with Lego, and I kept this one in my room, but I think the kids had played with the skateboard, and it's it's probably in the massive box of all our Lego. And
In the Lego bin.
I had a look in there today, and I didn't have much time, but I found the dog sitting on top, unbelievably. But
Oh,
no,
nice.
the skateboard was lost forever, I think.
Okay, I got my lady here. I guess she's the. Oops, no, I put her head on the wrong body though. Oops. Not that it really matters. We can make up our own stuff.
Yeah, I've got the lady.
Cool. Got the lady with her striped shirt. Oh no, she's the worker, I guess.
Yeah, I think she's the one serving. And the guy in the hoodie is the one buying, I guess.
With his helmet. So making sure the kids build up those safe habits, even with their Lego.
Yes.
The guy on the skateboard needs to have a helmet.
The helmet's disappeared. Oh my god! I don't know. I think you can swap hair or helmet, and I don't know. The helmet's not here. So.
All right. Oh, and they included a hairpiece for him too, in case he takes his helmet off. That's nice. All right, so that's off to the side. Oh, here's a little ice cream cone for him. And okay, I'm doing a bad job at monitoring the comments, but I noticed Jackie said something to you, Rebecca, that she gets something. She understands something you said, but I'm not sure what she was relating to.
I don't know.
Sorry, Jackie.
Sorry, Jackie.
If you can repeat it or be more specific.
It's probably maybe it's the kids stealing your stuff.
Oh yeah, probably because Jackie has kids and maybe they put their Legos in strange places, or that's the fun with Lego though, is like take it apart, make something else, right? You don't need to keep it as the original model. So
yeah, it's true. Although I do get a bit funny about wanting the sets together and stuff. And I try and keep the kids' sets together, but it just never works. I don't know why I try. I understand missing pieces. Yeah, there's going to be a few missing pieces on this. I think as I put it together, I'll be like, oh no, that bit's missing. Never mind.
Oh, wait a minute.
All right, so I need to start looking for some bits. Really, I'm going to have nothing.
Oh, okay. I'm starting to build, but I'm also sometimes skipping certain steps. I need to get better lighting here, that's for sure. I need an overhead light for this table because I'm trying to rely on the light that's coming in from the windows, and I think that's adequate for my face today, but it's not doing a great job of the table where the build is. Okay.
Kind of forgot I was supposed to be actually doing something. So.
Well, you don't have to if you don't want to. We're hanging out. That's the fun part.
True. Oh, cool.
So,
this is a good start.
Charlene has not had Lego in decades. Charlene, we could change that, I don't know if you'd be interested in being my guest on a future episode. I know you do live streams here on LinkedIn, Charlene, so you're probably not camera shy. Let's talk about it. I'm happy to help you.
Lego's awesome.
Get some Lego back in your life.
Everyone should have Lego.
Jerry said they hurt when you stand on them. Yes, well,
that is true.
Try not to stand on them, I suppose, or just brush them off to the side. You see, if you're on a hardwood floor, it would be easy enough to sweep them off to one side. But if you're on carpeting, then they kind of just get stuck wherever they fall.
We have quite a cool thing. It's like a round mat thing that you put out, but it's got drawstring around the outside, so the kids can play with the Lego on it, and then when they're finished, you can pull the drawstring and it bags it all up together.
That sounds very practical.
Which is pretty cool.
Easy to save your mess for another day, right?
Except they never want to pack the stuff away once they've built things. They're like, can we save this? Can we save this? And you end up saving these giant creations.
What's the biggest thing that your kids have built?
They've got a thing about they always want to build houses, so we get all the stuff out, and we've got the big Lego as well, the 𝗟𝗚𝗘𝗚𝗢, the biggest.
Right. It's fun how you can combine them, right? You can combine.
So they love building a really big house, and normally we're kind of fighting between. It's they want to do a house each, and then it's who's got all the houses.
Two different houses.
And when I do mine, when I help, I try and do like a wall each color or something like that. I'll always try and do some kind of pattern. So I'll be like, oh no, I want to do like a whole or like rainbow or something. So I always make it harder for myself, basically.
A rainbow house with like different stripes of colors.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, there's a set that's on sale right now that has almost a whole rainbow of colors. Did you ever see the Lego set that's called Everyone is Awesome?
Oh, yeah, I know which one you mean, I think. Yeah.
So it has minifigures that are solid colors. They don't have faces, but it's just like the hair, head, body, legs are all one color. But then they have all the different colors, like red, orange,
That's
blue,
really
pink,
cool.
purple. And then it has bricks in the background and smooth tiles. So and that set's on sale right now. If you buy it, you'd get a bunch of bricks of different colors to do like rainbow stripes.
Oh, yeah, that would be a good one to get, actually. I wonder if I could buy it for my son's birthday and then just steal it.
Does your son like rainbows?
Oh, yeah, he does, to be fair.
Okay.
But his birthday's in a few weeks, so I need some ideas for what to get him.
You know what? I used that set. I didn't buy it for this purpose, but months after buying it, I ended up being really happy I had it because when Guardians of the Galaxy 3 came out, there were some scenes in the movie where each character had a different colored spacesuit. And so I was able to use the bodies from Everyone is Awesome set to create the spacesuits for the different Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, that's cool. I still haven't seen that.
I haven't seen the movie yet either, but
I don't really go to the cinema very often.
Yeah, you don't? I like to go to movies. There's a movie theater really close to where I live here, but
I go with the kids sometimes, but that one's a bit too old for them. So
yeah, I heard there's some sad scenes. In fact, I read about some parents that regretted taking their kids to it because there were some things in the movie that were a little either disturbing or sad.
Well, at the moment, there's Spider-Man's out here and like a cartoony Spider-Man thing, whatever it is,
yeah,
and Little Mermaid. But so I've got a boy and a girl, and one wants to very annoyingly traditional with what they like, and one of them wants, obviously the boy wants to go Spider-Man. Oh, we're going to see a girls' film, The Little Mermaid, and my daughter wants to go and see Little Mermaid. Oh God! So it's a bit of a, like I said, surely we can go one week and then the other week. No, I'm not going to see that. So
oh wow, they're being stubborn, huh?
A bit of a standoff there, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with that.
So getting caught up with the comments real quick. 𝗟𝗩𝗘𝗚𝗢, hola mi amigo. Thank you for showing up. It's nice to see you there in the comments.
Enrique.
And Stephen Rogers is here too. Oh, cool. Charlene's down for my proposal, so I'm gonna have to send her a DM after this. Oh, speaking of after this, I almost forgot to mention, when Rebecca and I are done with this live stream, I'm going to hop over to this other platform called Toucan, which is a web-based, oh, sorry, that's blocking your face, Rebecca. Hold on, let me turn off this camera real quick so I'm not blocking you. And then I'm going to throw this up there real quick. Here's a QR code if you want to scan it to get the link, but it's actually a platform that doesn't work very well on phones. It's much better if you join it through a laptop or an iPad. So I'll also just show you the link this way. If anybody wants to meet me on Toucan, after this live stream, we can chat, we can have ice cream together, we can talk about Lego or about the automotive industry or whatever you want. I don't think Rebecca will be there because I didn't tell her about it, and she's finding out about it right now. Although she's definitely welcome to come. It was kind of like a last-minute idea that I threw together this morning. So I'm not expecting her to be there, but anyone's welcome to join.
Oh, well, I might. We'll see. We'll see how well this goes.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Depends how stressed I am after I've done this.
I'm going to try to be more...
Michael Simmons in the comments. My buddy. And like, the reason we're friends is because when I found him on LinkedIn, my maiden name was Simmons.
Oh,
and
right.
When I see some of the name Simmons, which is quite a popular name in America, I think, isn't it? But that's like the only reason I befriended him in the beginning.
Oh,
and then we were friends in the lockdown because we he used to come to like a little chat thing I had with like parents. It was like, parents surviving the lockdown with their kids. I used to do like a little meet up every week where we just kind of come on with the kids, and it started off with all the kids getting involved, and then it turned out just to be parents like with each other about how stressed they were.
So that you're saying the kids stopped showing up, and then the parents?
Yeah, because at the beginning the kids were like wanting to get involved, and then they were like they couldn't be bothered anymore. but we were all like still into it.
Yeah, my general feeling is that kids probably don't care that much about like group video calls.
No, I mean younger ones especially. Like mine were only, I think my son was like 3 or 4 in the first lockdown, 3 maybe, and you know he was struggling with the like trying to do Zooms with grandma and granddad and stuff, and it was just really hard work to get him like engaged in it because he was like, "What's going on?" Yeah, they need to be a bit older, I think, to enjoy that.
So now do your kids do school in person again?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, my son started when in the lockdown, like he started school, so that was kind of weird for him. But I guess it's just he didn't know any different, did he? But it was weird for me because I didn't get to go and see his classroom and any of that stuff.
Yeah, I can't imagine what that would be like for a young child. And all of my
His whole year, like they're really lovely, sweet class. Actually, they're one of the like sweetest classes in the school. Like all the teachers say that. But there's like a lack of confidence in that age group because they started school then, and I don't know, just because I guess because of the age they were when it all happened,
right?
Definitely had a knock-on effect. That they're all very bright and whatever, but they've all like sort of majority of them lack confidence. I know my son does.
Wow,
he's rubbish. Like he was saying to me the other night.
This is an effect of COVID.
Yeah,
like
he said, I'm not clever. I'm not clever. And he's 6. I was like, you are really clever. Like, he's a really bright little boy. He comes out with all sorts of questions and things and picks up that stuff and remembers it and stuff. I was like, you are clever. What are you talking about? He's like, no, I'm not clever. Everyone else in this house is clever. I'm not clever. I'm like, where's he got this from? It's like really weird. And I said, well, who said that to you? Someone said that to you. No, I'm just saying it. I don't think I'm clever. And like he thinks he's rubbish at writing. And like I was talking to his teacher the other day and he said, oh, he did really, really well. They did like some SATs, like these kind of tests they do. Obviously he's only 6, but they're not like high pressure tests, but they're sort of tests to monitor where they're at kind of thing. And the teacher was saying he's done really well in these tests, like he did particularly well in his reading and stuff, and he's at a really good level and everything. So there's no issue there, but his confidence in himself and his abilities is really low. Even though we're constantly telling him he's good and stuff. It's not like it's coming from us, but just a general thing. It's really weird. It's really odd. But I know there's quite a few of his friends where it's quite similar.
Wow.
Where they're really bright, but they just don't kind of realize it. I don't know. It's weird.
So it's because they were lacking the face-to-face interaction with people?
Yeah, maybe. Because I think that age when you're kind of like, it's the last year of nursery. So they were age like 3/4 and starting school. And those are such important years that I think that has quite had an effect on all of them. It's really weird.
Oh,
I think that's the kind of stuff you don't realise at the time until a few years later or whatever.
And it's interesting because it's affecting people who didn't, like, even if the parents didn't get COVID and the kids didn't get COVID, just because the education system was changed for that year.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I mean, I don't think we know it. None of us knowingly got COVID. So.
Wow.
My parents had it quite recently, actually.
Oh gosh.
A few months ago, and they'd kind of avoided it the whole time, and then got it, and then they were in a panic because they're both quite vulnerable. My mum especially, but they were okay. Like mum has struggled to kind of like get her energy levels back and stuff since it, but dad was just like it was a bad cold and he was okay. I'm glad about that because that was always like a worry.
They're fully recovered now?
Yeah, they're fine now. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, actually, my parents got it a few months ago too. Like not during the main part of COVID, but I think it was earlier this year or late last year, and then they're fully recovered. So far, I think I haven't had it yet.
No, I don't think I have. But I'll be honest, I never really tested very much at the time. I certainly wouldn't test it. So.
I did test myself when I thought I had it, and I always tested negative.
Yeah, so. I tested it like ages and ages and ages ago, like when we had tests, but we don't really. No one's got tests now. So once they stop giving them out free.
Right. Gary said he worked for Airbus in the UK, and they have a fitter. One of his coworkers is called Lego Jeff. Wow. What does that mean to buy Lego by the bin bag? Does that mean he's like buying used Legos from other people that are just in bins and bags?
Maybe it might just mean that he buys a lot of it. Like a bin bag's just like a trash bag or whatever, but it might just mean that he buys absolutely loads of it.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm not creative enough to like come up with my own ideas enough. Like I can, but I don't know. I prefer to follow instructions like on these sort of things. I don't know. Maybe that's an autistic thing, but
For me, it's more relaxing to follow the instructions. I like making my own stuff sometimes, but it definitely takes more focus and more time and energy.
yeah, it does definitely. Just trying now. I'm like trying to focus on this and make sure I'm not messing it up, which I think I probably have already. No, that's not right.
Hi, Daigo. Thanks for stopping by, Daigo Tanaka. Hey, Charlene. Yeah, if you're free, in 40 minutes.
I am doing it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we're about. Hey, you're further along than I am because I don't have any wheels yet, but.
Well, my wheels were stuck on and they're really hard to get off, so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's why the wheels are on there.
That makes sense.
I mean, more work to get them off. I think I put a break on my nails.
Yeah, pretty soon I'm gonna have to open bag 2. I'm also skipping the stickers right now. That helps me speed through it a little bit. But I think I will eventually put the stickers on because they look kind of fun. At least the big face for the popsicle that goes on the roof. That one looks fun.
Oh yeah, that's really cool.
Okay, got that. And this in the back. And we've got 4 of these. Yeah, okay. Oh, this funny. Oh, hey, what's up, Teresa? Teresa, did you get the Batcave yet? And hi, Pistachio. Thanks for tuning in from the UK. Rebecca's neighbor. Teresa, my friend Teresa, said she was planning to get the new Batcave Lego set. It folds into a box and has like a big cutout that's the shape of the. Yeah, I know, Ross. It is a little blurry, and I think if I get it closer, it might focus. It's one of the things that I keep meaning to put more time into. There we go. That's probably better, right? It's just that when I get it that close, it really makes the area much smaller. So I'll have to rearrange. But thanks for pointing that out, Ross. Hopefully, what else is weird though is that even when it looks like it's in focus on my computer, when I see the way it comes through in Restream Studio, it still doesn't look totally in focus. But hopefully, it's a little bit better.
Oh, let's blame Restream.
I don't know. Or maybe it's because it's the secondary camera coming in from a second computer and not coming in directly from my computer. But Ross just did this, so maybe that means it's a little bit better. A little bit better now? More better.
A little bit more better.
A little bit, yeah. I think also that, this is a really cheap webcam, the one I'm using for my overhead view. So if I get a better camera or get better overhead lighting, I feel like that would help. So definitely stuff to keep in mind for future episodes.
Yeah, there's always room for improvement though with anything.
Definitely. This is one of those things where I'm just like, I wanted to get started with it, with the basic concept, and I figured as I go, I can tweak it and make it.
Yeah, because otherwise you can wait forever to get the perfect stuff.
And I would too.
Do the thing.
I used to be more in that vein where I try to do everything privately until I felt it was like really, really ready for people to see. But then you end up not sharing it, and then it's like, well, what was the benefit of all that time spent, right?
Yeah, 100%. I need to go back to doing my lives, really. Like, no one even remembers I did them now because it was so long ago. I used to do a live every week and do an interview with someone interesting.
Was it?
It's really cool.
Was it a live stream focused on helping people with their CVs?
Not specifically. We did discuss that and discuss LinkedIn and how to use it, but it was more about whoever I was interviewing. It depends.
Sorry, more about what?
Story was about whoever I was interviewing. It would depend
cool.
what their story was. I had some really interesting guests. 𝗟𝗚𝗙𝗘𝗚𝗢 is one of my guests on there. We just chatted for an hour about random stuff. And Jonathan Palmer had some good guests.
Sounds like
Really
it.
awesome.
I actually just met Luke recently in Denver.
Oh, did you go to the Denver thing? I was
Yeah.
so jealous. I was really wanted to go to that, but I just couldn't justify it in the end. Because I went away to Wales with the kids, and then I went to Corfu by myself for a few days, and I think the Denver thing was like the week after that, and I was like, I can't jet off again. It's one too many things. My children would have killed me.
Yeah, that would add up, right?
They were already mad that I went on holiday by myself, but mums need breaks sometimes.
I believe it.
Plus, it was a cool adventure to go away by myself.
Where
I've
did you
never
go?
been abroad.
To Corfu?
Corfu, so that's in Greece.
Oh, okay.
I know Americans.
Yeah, I remember you went to Greece.
Terrible at geography.
That's cool.
If it's not in America, you don't know where it is, do you?
Well, no, that's not true. It's just that because there's actually a city in New York State. There's a city called Corfu.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so like when I was in high school, I was on the cross country team and the track team, and we would do competitions against schools from other parts of the state. And one of the teams that we were competing against was Corfu.
Oh, that's really weird.
But of course, most cities in the U.S. are named after other cities in Europe, so
yeah.
Shouldn't be surprised. It's just that when you first said Corfu, I was thinking New York, and I'm like, no, she probably didn't go there, but.
No, I went and lay on a beach and read a book. It was amazing. I read several books.
What was the most fun book that you read?
I would read. For relaxation, I always read non-fiction. Fiction. Like non-fiction, I struggle to read in a book. Like I'll listen to it on Audible, but I don't like reading a book of non-fiction. I find it really boring. So even if it's like a really cool non-fiction book, so I always pick fiction. And I had like crime fiction and stuff.
Cool.
And I'm trying to remember the name of the author. It might be, I don't know, Peter James or something like that. I'm not very good at remembering names, unfortunately. But yeah, and I've discovered his books basically now, and I'm obsessed with them because it's like he's written loads. So that's pretty cool. Oh God, how do I get back on this app? Why is there no back button?
I'm happy to see that some of the pieces that actually have the image printed on them, like this little one for the cash register.
Oh yeah, that would be a fiddly sticker, wouldn't it? I feel like I've got a piece and I don't know where it was supposed to go, and I can't go back and look. That's kind of annoying.
Oh, yep. Alex just gave another example. Birmingham, Alabama, as well as Birmingham in the UK.
Yeah, Birmingham, yeah.
Or my hometown, Rochester, New York. There's also a Rochester in the UK. In fact, I was recently looking at a company that has some jobs in the US, but they also have a bunch of jobs in the UK. Because I'm looking for work, by the way. Anybody needs a mechanical engineer, check me out. But yeah, so this company had jobs available in Rochester, UK. But then I looked at where it was, and it's like so far to the north, like far from London, far from Cardiff.
Yeah.
So I think I'm not going to apply to that one just yet, but nice to know about it.
I'm going to Manchester, which is in England, which is sort of further up north from where I am, on Friday for like a LinkedIn party thing.
Oh, is that the one related to Leah?
Leah Turner's summer party.
Nice. She was in Denver.
Being brave and going to that. Yeah, she was at Denver, wasn't she? Of course.
Yeah, I saw her there. Cool. Well, have fun in Manchester.
Yeah, it should be good. Looking forward to just, chilling in a hotel.
Are there any specific activities planned for that, or is it just more about meeting people?
I think it's just like a party and people socializing and drinking and stuff.
Cool.
And then there's like an after party in like a nightclub, which I'm not sure whether I'll make it to that or not, because the call of a quiet bed in a nice hotel room might be a bit too much, but we'll see.
Oh, a little money piece. Here's another printed piece. Is the money, I guess, that the guy on the skateboard can use to pay for his ice cream.
Yeah, that's really cute.
All right. So here I go now with
expensive ice cream though, 100.
Right. Well, hopefully she has change. Okay. And hopefully my wheels don't roll away. I'm doing this part. Ooh. That's another thing that I used to sometimes do before going live was assemble the wheels, just so that they wouldn't roll away while I'm on camera. It's okay. Here we go.
Oh, I'm getting to the ice cream. That's exciting.
Oh, Ross, yes. There's also Rochester in Minnesota. I think there are a few states in the U.S. with
Little tiny ice
Rochester.
creams.
You got your ice creams put together?
Tiny
Nice.
ice.
Oh, the triple scoop or quadruple scoop?
Yeah. It's the kind of thing my kids order. And they're like, yeah, we will eat that. And then, of course, they don't eat it.
Probably only eat one scoop and then
And
the
they're
rest
like, why have
melts.
we wasted money on this?
All right, I got my tires put together, but I'll stick them on towards the end because otherwise this thing will be rolling all over the place. And what else do I got going on here?
What's your favorite flavor of ice cream, anyway?
You know what? There's so many delicious. I can tell you what my favorite flavor was as a child because I definitely had a clear favorite back then. That was mint chocolate chip.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a classic.
But now I would say I'm a bit more open-minded / indecisive. I really like Cherry Garcia from Ben & Jerry's. And there are a lot of Ben & Jerry's flavors that I think are a lot of fun. The names are fun, and the ingredients, the things like they have something that's crunchy plus something that's a little sweet.
Yeah, is fish food? Is that a Ben & Jerry's one?
I believe so. Yeah.
I get them all muddled up.
No, you're right.
I used to really like fish food.
And it's like inspired by or related to the band called Phish. Phish.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's Phish.
Yeah.
And I think Phish is a cover band that used to do mostly covers of Grateful Dead songs.
Oh, okay. That might be why I don't know them.
But
what kind of music?
I think. Not totally sure. But I'm not actually a Phish fan, but I know about that ice cream. And
oh, that's a cool fact. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Ben & Jerry's does a lot of ice creams that are like officially licensed, related to like some TV show or some celebrity. Hey Maria, good morning. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, like they have one for instead of the Tonight Show, I think they call it the Tonight Dough or something like that.
Oh, right.
Which is based on like an evening TV show in the U.S.
Yeah. I've heard of the Tonight Show.
Oh, and then with there's one called Americone Dream, which is a parody of like American Dream. Yeah. All right, Charlene. Thanks for stopping by. I'll contact you in the near future.
Some people are busy working.
I know, right? So business hours on a weekday here in the U.S.
Yeah, well, it's the end of my working day.
10:30 here in California, and I guess still not after 5 in other parts of the U.S. But I appreciate people stopping by. Okay, and now Wayne shows up to ask about the snacks. So I had them ready because I figured Wayne was going to ask me about this. Yeah, Wayne, I have some Funyuns here, which I might dig into them now if I get hungry. But if not, I'm going to save them for the ice cream social, which starts in about 26 minutes. I got the Funyuns ready. I got the ice cream ready. Thanks for asking. Thanks for stopping by, Wayne. All right, so I got this part built. And where's it going to go? Right here. That's what I thought. Okay. Oh, and then they got the counter ledge. That's pretty cool.
Oh my God! Stop telling me about the stickers. Come on.
Oh, Daigo, you say your kids like Funyuns?
I've heard of those, but we don't have them here.
Yeah.
I've only heard of them from like American shows. I think.
Yeah, they're a strange snack, but they're fun, as the name implies, right? And they're onion
like onion flavor, I guess.
Right, onion flavor, but they're not real onion rings, right? They're onion flavored rings.
Ew. Don't like onion.
Probably made out of corn or something.
Too strong.
A lot of things in U.S. food market are made out of corn.
Yeah, seems to be a lot of corn goes on there. Corn-based snacks.
Okay, interesting. I feel like this one of the windows probably slides open and close, right?
Yeah, it does. That's right.
That's neat. I'm looking forward to see how they manage that. I guess this ledge on the counter is part of it. Move these tires out of the way. Okay. So you got that. Oh, and then the other, this part's probably going to go here. So
My gripe with this app is that the colours are rubbish on it.
Oh, really?
Like the colours, I like look at it and I'm looking for a different colour and I go, oh, okay, that's supposed to be grey or whatever. Like it doesn't look like the colour to me at all.
Yeah, and I think the problem got worse after Lego introduced a bunch of new colors that are like different shades of different colors.
Yeah, it's like too many colours now.
Because when I was little, Lego only had like really basic primary colors. Yeah, there was one option for blue, one option for yellow, one option for red. Now there's all these other in-between shades. It makes it tough for me a little bit. Yeah, Maria, it is coming together. And my end, and I think on Rebecca's end as well.
Yeah, not bad. I think I'm a little bit behind you though.
Oh, is your camera flipped? Can I hold yours up again? Oh no! Wait a minute. No, that's right. Wait a minute. Anyway, within Restream Studio, it's not necessarily the same way it looks when.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
But cool. Yeah, it's coming together, and yeah, it is starting to look a little bit like a Range Rover, right? Wouldn't that be funny to have like an off-road ice cream truck that could sell you ice cream when you're like in a hike up in the mountains? Okay.
Don't tell me I need 2 of those because I can't find 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, I can.
Wow, this is interesting. Oh, I see. All right. Okay. I like the intentional asymmetry. Because the truck swings open on one side. It's always interesting to me when I see a set that's asymmetrical, but it's like by design because there's a special feature that makes use of that asymmetry. Okay.
It must be such a fun job to design Lego sets.
Yeah, I think it would be. I might try out for that job someday. But right now, I'm trying to get a job in the automotive industry, and I'm finally getting a little bit of traction with that. I had some screening calls yesterday with local companies here in the San Francisco Bay Area.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm. Feeling cautiously optimistic. Okay, we got these. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, obviously, I spend a lot of time talking to people looking for jobs. Although surprisingly, a lot of my clients I work with are often people that are already in a job.
Right, and they just want a different job. Right?
Yeah, they're looking to like move maybe in the next few months, but they want to get their CV sorted out before they move, which is sensible, I have to say.
Yeah.
Is to get it sorted before you have to, because if you leave it to the last minute, then you're panicking. That's stressful. Like if you wait until you're out of work and then you're like, oh God, my resume's a mess. What am I going to do?
Yeah, get it ready before you need it, both for your resume and for your LinkedIn profile, right?
Yeah, exactly. Keep everything up to date.
Even your network too, for that matter. Some people don't start networking until they've lost their job, and it's like at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Better to start networking when you're not desperate, right?
I know, and a lot of people just don't like LinkedIn. They're not sure about LinkedIn. It's not they don't like it, but they don't really know where to start with it, do they? They're like, oh God, what do I do? And my advice is always to comment and stuff if you're not sure about posting.
Right, it's a good way to get started.
Then just start commenting on stuff, and like especially if it's work related, just find posts about the industry you're in, things to do with that you know about, and then make comments on those posts.
Or comment during live streams, right?
Well, yeah.
Thanks everybody who's tuned in today so far. I really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
It does seem like most people are tuning in through LinkedIn. I know that you have your YouTube channel paired and your Facebook.
Oh, I know, but I just feel like no one ever sees any of that. Like my Facebook, I put it on Facebook just for the laugh, really. It's on my business page of Facebook, so I don't know whether anyone gets any kind of notification about that at all.
Yeah.
I just randomly linked it to it.
I'm going to go look for it on your YouTube page later. I want to see how it shows up on that side.
And YouTube, I need to kick myself in the butt to actually create more content for it. because I did a classic ADHD thing where I got very excited and set up my YouTube and got all excited about doing loads of stuff. There was loads of content on there, like, because I did an A to Z thing. I repurposed for it, but then I was supposed to create a lot of new content. I just haven't done it yet, which is my bad. So that's something I need to sort out.
Yeah, I'd like to probably set up a YouTube channel for this show. Like right now, I have the recordings, but the only way to watch a replay right now is through LinkedIn. So I might eventually put the recordings up on YouTube, but I wouldn't be able to stream it first because I think you need to have 50 subscribers on your channel before you can stream to YouTube.
Yeah, let me do it, but I've got nearly 100, I think. Lots of people subscribe. I managed to drum up on nearly 100 subscribers quite quickly, but then haven't posted any content, so I'm sure everyone's like, well, why have I subscribed to this? Don't worry, content is coming.
Maria is saying something that I'm not quite sure about. Maria, you say you miss LinkedIn so much. Why are you saying that? Did you take a break from LinkedIn and then you're back now? Sorry, if that's too personal a question, no need to answer here. I can DM you later.
Cool, a little sliding window.
Oh, look, Kelsey.
About that.
Kelsey Lips showed up. Hey, Kelsey. Check out our sliding windows.
Hey, Kelsey. I love you too.
We got sliding windows on our ice cream trucks. Okay. Oh, I got you 2 of those. Yeah, Kelsey was one of my very first guests on this show. And I saw her in Denver, which was a lot of fun.
Oh, I know. There's too many amazing people there. It's so annoying.
For a short time, we drove around in a Jeep with no roof. Well, at least the top section of the roof had been removed. So that was kind of fun.
That's not crazy.
Okay. Where did this wedge go? Okay,
I
now
think I might have come across my first missing piece.
Uh-oh. Which one?
That's one of the little red things on the top.
Oh, for the side? Yeah. Like the L-shaped bracket?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's fixed to one of the other bits. It's all right.
No, it was already
still
underneath the arch?
Apart from the skateboard, I still haven't officially got a missing piece yet.
Okay, now I'm getting to I guess what will be the anchor of the rooftop popsicle. So, this piece. Okay, I'm guessing it's this.
Yeah, I feel like this app really slows things down.
And this. And just one little thing in front. Yeah, Kelsey says she's sorry you couldn't make it. Hopefully you can come next year, Rebecca.
I know, yeah. I need to just plan ahead, and because time away is always tricky with kids and stuff, so that would be really cool to come.
Oh my God.
I love that whole gang of people.
Yeah, it would be fun to see you there. I think Travis is planning to do it again in Denver next year around the same time of year, maybe first week of June. I'd love to go again to see some of the same people again, but also to meet. There were people that I saw but didn't even get to meet or speak with just because there were so many people there. And
I miss Travis's streams. I used to go to them in the lockdown and stuff, but they're just too late now. Like I just don't stay up that late anymore.
Are you talking about the ones that were like on Friday night?
The Friday night ones, yeah.
The season wrapped
so
for that.
Cool.
So he's not doing those right now, but I think he'll start again in the fall, maybe.
Yeah, but they were always too late, and it's like it was okay in the lockdown. I was staying up later then. So I used to go to a virtual pub on a Friday in the lockdown. I had my office in my camper van around the corner from my house.
Okay.
And then I used to go to a virtual, so I'd work all there all day, and then on a Friday I had this virtual pub that some people set up in a Facebook group I'm in.
Oh, cool.
And we all just sat around drinking basically on like a platform thing where you could go to different tables and network and stuff.
Oh, okay. I was
going to ask. It's like some kind of
do you remember what the platform was called?
No, it's gone right out my head what it was called. It was really cool at the time because you could do big events. Kelsey might remember actually because I think she might have used it for something. Not sure.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so. But anyway, it was really, really good because obviously you couldn't go out and see anyone, so it was the most social thing you could do.
Mm-hmm.
And then because I'd have been awake later and stuff, and I'd had a few drinks, it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to go to Travis's thing and stuff. Yeah, it was really good at the time, but I don't tend to stay up that late now. Or if I do, it's because I'm out
Right.
with real people.
Like the hen do that you had recently with the dog?
Yeah, the puppy yoga. I went to a thing called puppy yoga, so it was really cool. So you do some yoga, and then they let puppies out, and then you just play with puppies, and it's like the coolest thing. Like, and I was quite scared because I'm not a dog person. I haven't really had much to do with puppies ever in my life. I've always had cats.
Okay.
But they were the cutest. Oh my god, I was just in love with these puppies.
They were not aggressive. They were just super friendly.
No, they were absolutely adorable. One of them was like, I think it was I can't remember what type of dog it was. It might have been a Pomeranian. I can't say that word.
Pomeranian?
Yeah, Pomeranian. Thank you. I can never say it properly. And it was a therapy dog, so you could literally just hold it. It just wanted to be held in your arms like a baby. Like it just lay there like this.
So cute.
It's the cutest thing. But what I loved is they had German Shepherd puppies. And they had
German Shepherd puppies. Wow.
Yeah, so there's this breed called a blue German Shepherd, and they've got like really grey fur, but with these like light blue eyes, and they're just absolutely stunning, these dogs. And they were so cute and friendly, and just, oh my god, I just wanted one.
But the dogs are not actually doing yoga, right? They come out after
No,
yoga?
the dogs don't do yoga. To be fair, we didn't do much yoga either. We did a bit at the beginning. As soon as the dogs were out, it was like, yeah, that's it. no one's doing yoga now. I felt a bit sorry for the yoga teacher who was trying to continue the class, but I'm sure she's used to it.
It sounds
I'm sure she's used to it. But yeah, it was very cool. Just a different idea. It's just something a bit different to do. And then, yeah, we went out in the evening for drinks and dinner and stuff.
Got another piece where the design's printed right on it. I guess it's like the speedometer and the gas gauge, or the speedometer and tachometer for the truck.
So teeny.
So cool. Yeah, I used to do yoga a long time ago when I lived in New York City, in Manhattan, and I lived near the YMCA. And the YMCA was right next to the bike shop where I was working at the time. So sometimes either right before my job or right after my job at the bike shop, I would stop into that YMCA and do either a yoga class or a Pilates class.
It's better than living at the YMCA. I can't recommend that because I have done so, and I wouldn't recommend it.
No. I wasn't living there. It was set up more like a community center, and they also had a gym, like a weight room and classes and stuff like that.
Yeah, they often do that here as well. They have classes and things in the YMCA. But yeah, I had to live in one once when I was homeless. That was kind of sucked, I have to say. I was about 19 or 20.
Was that in the UK?
Yeah. And it's not a good place to be a woman either, because it's obviously a young men's Christian association or whatever it's
right. So most of the people there were guys, I guess?
Yeah, so it's not set up for women really, but they have like a handful of rooms for women.
Okay.
And so you can stay there, but yeah, it's not great. I was lucky that I knew this local bouncer who was also living there at the time, and everyone knew that I knew him. And so he made it very clear if anyone messed with me, they'd have to mess with him.
Okay. Yeah.
So everyone stayed away from me. Yeah. So that made it much better. I wouldn't recommend it, but all these things help us grow.
Yeah. And now you got your own place, and your kids, and business that seems
a whole lifetime ago.
Get through the tough times and the better days ahead.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, that's kind of the attitude I'm trying to have right now about my unemployment situation, right?
You've got to really, haven't you? Because it won't last forever at the end of the day. You just got to keep moving forward, haven't you?
Yeah. I mean, I lost my job in the middle of March, and I'm still in the same apartment, although I think I might need to move out of it because it's really expensive, considering I have zero income at the moment. But I have had some phone calls recently with some local companies, and it seems promising. So maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe something will work out in July, and I'll have a job, by the end of July.
Yeah, I reckon it will.
Hope so.
Yeah, you're a positive person. I'm sure positive things will happen for you.
Okay, I got my side view mirrors on. All right, ready for the roof in the front there. Oh, that's interesting. Wow, I like what they did. Now I understand why they put those little black pieces, because the lighting is terrible here, but I'm trying to show my overhead camera. There's little black pieces that come out right behind the driver's seat, and they just give you a slight overhang to catch the under surface or the lower edge of this yellow piece.
Yes, yeah, there you go.
You
Just
can-
put mine on.
Yeah, you can snap it on,
Pulled out with you.
but you can also pull it off easily. But when you put it on, it has enough support on that edge you can push down on it. Very cool. Right.
You ever watched that? What's it called? Lego Masters or something? I can't think what it's called. I don't know whether you have it in America.
I haven't
It's
actually
like-
watched it, but I know what you're talking about. I think it's on in the U.S. It's on a network called Fox. I think it might be called Lego Masters, right?
Yeah, I feel it is something like that. Me and my friend used to be obsessed with it. We would always watch it together.
I actually haven't watched it yet. I'd like to check it. I saw like a clip from one episode where a guy built a giant motorcycle and then somebody bumped it and it fell over and like
Oh god,
all
yeah.
the pieces came apart.
The only annoying thing about it is that they kind of, the American one's probably even worse. I haven't seen the American one, but you know how they kind of, every program seems to have that same kind of, like, we have to build up the tension of something terrible's going to happen, or you know, will he make this? Will this disaster happen? Or like, is someone going to cry over some kind of disaster in their life? Or there's always some kind of like what I call the X Factor thing, which is they always have like some sob story or whatever. And when they put that kind of stuff in, that really irritates me. So I'm like, it can be a good program without that. You don't need that gimmicky kind of like, we have to build all this tension and tell you what's going to happen constantly in the next part without, you know, I don't know, just get on with it.
It seems so common in a lot of those like quote unquote reality shows or competition shows.
Yeah, I can't stand any of that. I just don't watch any of them. But it just annoys me when these other programs like this occasional program like Lego Masters I actually do like, and then they almost ruin it with that kind of stuff. Dumb.
Yeah, Kelsey's surprised that I've never seen that show before. Yeah, Kelsey, I'm actually a little surprised too, but the thing is, I just don't actually watch that much TV in general. I'm not much of a TV guy these days.
I watch a lot less at the moment, actually, since I came back from holiday in Corfu, because I read a few books. I thought, I want to start reading again,
Oh, cool.
like every day. And so I try and read a book now before bed, like not a whole book every night, obviously, but some of my book before bed. And that would be the time I'd normally watch some TV, because I don't get much time to watch TV in the day because I'm working, I take kids to school, whatever, work, or do something fun, like if I had to decide to give myself a day off, but then, or chores or whatever, and then I get the kids from school and then I'm doing stuff with the kids, feed them, or then I go out to pole or whatever in the evening. And then when I come to bedtime is the only time I would watch TV. So I'd normally, if I had a show on the go, like I'd watch an episode or two of something. But now I've decided to kind of read my book instead. Like, oh my God, am I grown up now, or what's going on? Like, why am I not watching TV?
But also, I guess I should qualify my statement. I'm not much of a network TV person these days. I do have currently a membership to the Disney Plus streaming service. So I have been watching some of the Star Wars shows like Mandalorian, Andor, and So, but the thing is, I feel like I justify that to myself because I do it in kind of a strange way. Like when you watch network TV, you pretty much have to watch it in the language that it's being broadcast in. If it's just on a local TV channel. But with Disney Plus, they have a lot of language options. So when I watch The Mandalorian, I put the audio and the subtitles. Both of them I put in Spanish.
Oh, really? So you can learn Spanish?
Yeah, I mean, it's just helping me. Like, I'm probably not learning much, but at least it's reinforcing things that I've learned in the past, so I don't forget it.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just. Oh wow!
Bye, Kelsey. Wow.
Okay, thanks, Kelsey. Thanks for stopping by.
Never been to Legoland. Is that true?
I've never been to Legoland.
Wayne's outing you.
Yeah, that's true. I've never watched the Lego show. I've never been to Legoland. I was
Get
kind of
off,
thinking,
off this stream. You're not welcome here.
right? No, I was thinking I'd wait until I have kids before I go to the amusement park.
Yeah, so I took the kids to Legoland here.
Oh,
I
where?
want to say 2 years ago, because we've got Legoland in Windsor.
In Windsor, okay.
Yeah. And I paid to stay in the Legoland hotel,
Oh.
so it was quite expensive.
Yeah, okay.
But it was pretty cool. It was very cool. So like we had like a bedroom. It was like 2 bedrooms kind of joined together, and they had like, it was all Lego on the walls and stuff. They got a little Lego set, and there was like a little safe. They had to do a little code breaking thing, like to get into this safe to get their Lego out, and then there was
really? You're saying the Lego set was in a safe?
Yeah,
and they had
I
to
think
solve
so.
a puzzle together?
There was some kind of puzzle thing to get in there. It was
That's
just very,
cool.
it was just cool. Like the whole set
Yeah.
was very cool, basically. And there was Lego, like you could put on the wall and stuff. And yeah, it was just, it was pretty cool. So it was worth it in that for the experience, but obviously the actual price of it was kind of ridiculous. Like, you know, one night in a hotel was like £600.
It's worth it because your kids enjoyed it, right?
Yeah, although the problem is with that is they're now like, when are we going back? And I can't justify that every year. Also, I think stuff like that, even if I can afford it, is like, if you do it too much, then it's not a special thing anymore.
Correct. Yeah.
You know what I mean, I want them to appreciate that was a special thing, and they can't just do that all the time. Because otherwise, it just becomes like, oh yeah, we did that.
That makes sense. Yeah, and for me, I think like it would be more fun to do it if I have kids in the future, to do it with them versus me trying to go by myself now. I would be like, why? You know?
Yeah, I can't remember. There's somewhere. Oh, there's a Legoland near us in Birmingham. There's a smaller one, a much smaller one. Not really rides and stuff like that, but like all Lego stuff. It's very cool. Like there's loads of like cool stuff they've built, and like the whole of Birmingham in Lego and all this kind of stuff you can go around. And there's a couple of little rides and things, but you're not allowed in there without kids.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
That one, yeah, they're like really strict about it. I feel kind of bad for people that want to go.
Well, I think people without kids are welcome at the one in California.
Yeah, you can go to the big one, but not this little one.
Okay, yeah, I might be really close to done now.
Yeah, I'm pretty close, I think.
It's very rare for the timing to work out that I'm finishing the build at the 1 hour mark. Often I'm only halfway done at the 1 hour mark.
Oh, really? I guess it depends how big the set is. Like, where do these bloody lollies go?
Yeah, no, I think that's it. I just got to put the wheels on. And then, they're showing where you, when you open the door, you can stick the popsicles in those little freezer boxes on the floor.
Oh, that's where they go.
The clear, it's like the clear brick with no top. So,
here we go.
Popsicles in the drop-in freezer.
Lollipops, as we call them in the UK.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Over here, lollipops are not frozen treats. Lollipops are just
so lollies, like, or ice lollies, like to be specific to the cold ones, but.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, in the U.S., lollipop would just be like a hard sugar treat on a stick. Like a sucker is a lollipop.
Yeah, it could be as well for us. But do you know what? The only thing missing is the skateboard.
You got it there somewhere.
So somewhere at home, but like everything else is here. It was amazing.
Nice.
Nailed it. I was convinced this has been like broken on the floor so many times, and then half put back together. I was sure there were going to be loads of bits missing. I'm really surprised.
Awesome. Well, hey, Rebecca, this worked out well. And we both finished around the same time. That's cool. It was not a race, as you mentioned in your post, but.
I know, but I felt like it was. I felt the pressure. When you got ahead of me, I didn't like it. I was like,
no,
come on.
No. Well, you know what's funny? Last week, my guest was Philip Bacon. We were building the Death Star, and he was so much faster than me. I was like, whoa, what's going on here? But it all worked out. We went a little over an hour, and he started building another Lego set while I finished the Death Star.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I feel like the Death Star would take longer than an hour, though.
It was the small one. It was not the regular. It's not the big Death Star set. It was
I was going to say that would be insane.
Yeah, it was like a very small model. So Okay, I'm gonna throw this QR code up here one more time, just in case. Whoops. Oh, what am I doing? Wrong thing to click. In case anybody wants to come hang out and have ice cream, I'm hopping over to this platform called 𝗟𝗘𝗚𝗢. It works best on a laptop or an iPad. Not so great on phones, but you can try to join on your phone if you want. And Rebecca, thanks again for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Do you have any closing comments? Anything you want to tell people about your CV services or your YouTube channel or?
No, I don't know. Come and check out. If you're not already linked to me on LinkedIn, then come find me there because that's where I spend most of my time, giving away LinkedIn and CV advice and just generally rambling on about other things in my life. So feel free to connect.
Yeah, she's a fun person to be connected to. We just connected a few months ago, or earlier this year. But I'm very happy to have you in my network now, Rebecca. So thanks again.
Thank you. Well, thanks for having me. This has been really cool.
Cool. Bye, everybody.